we usually to evaluate the intracranial anatomy, including the continuum facts cerebri in different sections, and the transdental and splenium plane, and the brain midline, and the canal septal porosity CSP here, and the canal margin and anterior half of the lateral ventricles. We should observe the hand shape, lateral ventricle, and the CSP, salami, cerebellum, and the cisterna. So the series evaluation of the intracranial anatomy should be performed, include the following items. So we can see this is the front horn, the CSP, and the atrium, and cardioplex. We can use the machine, just print one key to get all the sections. Let's show you the video. You can get the 3 sections and get the measurement automatically and quickly get them. Wait a moment. So it's very easy to get the 3 sections. The following, I will focus on the anterior complex of the vertebrae. The anterior plex of the vertebrae is a group of anatomical structures, including the canal septal porosity (CSP) and the anterior half of lateral ventricle, and the granule of the corpus callosum, pericallus suckers, and this one IHF interhemisphere the features. So this is the group of anatomical structures. In the axial ventricular plane, the anterior complex can be identified 18 to 100% of the time in the second and third trimester. And it's very important to visualize not only the anterior, the complex, but also structures located posteriorly. The posterior complex is also very important. And in the midline, perspectively, we can show the spannium of the corpus callosum and the callus suckers, and parietal occipital fissures here, like here. So we are not only to observe the anterior, the complex of the vertebrae, we should observe the posterior complex, the callosum, corpus callosum. Yeah. So this picture, I will show you how to measure measurement of the CSP, the cavity of septal porosity, how to measure. It's bigger or smaller, and the shape, we should observe the shape. So this is the B is to measurement of the CSP, the lungs, and the widest to measurement to the CSP here. And here is the granule. We can also see the lateral ventricle. So this is the widest of CSP. So usually we would like to use the coronal the views for the hand to observe the anatomy. There's a different slice. We can see the IHF, the ventricle, and the genu. And we also focus the frontal house of lateral ventricle here. So if the sagittal the normal views, in this section we can see the four parts of the corpus callosum, including the rostrum, genu, body and the splenium. We can also see the relationship with the cavum septal pellucidity and the lateral ventricle. We also can use the three-dimensional the volume to see the slice. It's very slice for the brain, enhance the image quality, and also obtain the views on the three orthogonal plane. Here is the we can see the cavity of septal pellucidity also, and midline ankle, and the front hall of lateral ventricle. And also you can see it's because it's a sliced section, we can see the cavum virgule here. So this can enhance the image quality. Use the we can according to the brain pathology, we can see the disease, different disease for the anterior complex of abnormalities, including the hollow piercing cavity, and the semi-lobar or lobar hollow piercing cavity, and the agenesis of the septal pellucidity, and the second cavity, callosal dysgenesis, and including partial agenesis, and complete agenesis, and hyperplasia, and the thin corpus callosum. Also, we should find the malformation of cortical development, including the periventricular heterotopy and other syndromes like Smith-Lemaitre and intraventricular hemorrhage and other disease. So, firstly, I will introduce the cavum septal pellucidity. The CSP is small but important structures in the fetal brain. It's a midline fluid-filled structure inside, closed too, but we can distinct from the ventricle system. We can see the septum here. It's a frontal corner. CSP it's laterally by the anterior half of the lateral ventricle here, and it's superiorly by the corpus callosum, and the inferiority is by the fornix. Usually, CSP is typically formed at 17 weeks of gestation, and throughout gestation, the CSP gradually closed. And after 37 weeks of gestation, it's usually no longer detectable by ultrasonographically. So it's a very important structure. Normal size for the CSP between 2 to 10 millimeter. It's with normal shape. But if absent CSP, it's most associated with some disease, for example, the Holosan precephaly and ventriculomegaly, and for center optic dysplasia, genesis of the corpus callosum ACC, and scatecephaly. Because we know the failure to identify the CSP is a key feature in the diagnosis of the largest spectrum of both holocephaly and niche anomalies, such as the ACC and obstructive ventriculomegaly. So we should consider the CSP as the marker of abnormal central nervous system. So the CSP below the 2 mm, what will we find for this case? Yes, it's below. It's very small for the CSP. The picture, this one is very narrow cavern septal velocity, and 23 weeks is just 1.9 millimeters. The fig B shows this. The partial genesis of the corpus callosum, and this is confirmed by MRI. So, if the CSP is smaller, what will be found? For this case, we found it's a partial genesis of corpus callosum. If the CSP is larger than 10 millimeter, what will be found? What should we think about? The fetal lateral ventricle cross-section shows widest for the CSP, approximately 12.99 millimeter here. And MRI suggests a cyst in the CSP with no other intracranial structure abnormalities. So this is a cyst in the CSP. If we found the isolated agenesis of central velocity, mostly in vast majority of the cases with apparently isolated the ASP, the progress is favorable. But additional anatomy is detected afterwards about the 14 of cases. So post the MRI confirmed it's an isolated ASP, and the baby had normal neural development. This one is a feature of forebrain dimensions. So it's found the hollow pericyclically. We can see the intact hypoecho structure is normal, but here is normal. It's a normal picture. It's a hollow pericyclically, but it's a fusion of lateral ventricle, salami fusion, and the third ventricle fusion. The CF and CSF would not show, but the cerebellar can visible in this section. So for the hollow pericyclically, It's a failure of fibril division. And also, there are three main types: lobar, hemilobar, and lobulated. This lobar is the most severe. A lobar is the most severe, usually accompanied facial anomalies, such as the cyclopia, like this, brow, and the eyes very close. Nose, mouth, usually we can see the abnormalities. So total holocentric syndrome, usually we give the diagnosis. And this one is very small cyst. But we down the 3D volume, we can see it's a problem. Like this. What's this? The iPad picture very clear. Is also a small cyst. What's this? It's the same or not? We can see the break of the hand scar and the thumb, the free tissues protrusion. So it's different. Like this, different. So if absent the CSP, we can use the color Doppler to understand. Yes, we can find the lobar holoprosecaphy. We can see the picture. This one is normal pericollar some artery when the vascularization. But this one is abnormal. We can see the anterior cerebral artery and rests on the front bone. It's very close to the scar. This size has been described as specific to semi-lobar and lobar holocencephaly. It's a new mark for the artery, the flow. This one is lobar HPE. We can see the first fountain here, the first funicle here. It's also use the parietal artery, and also you can use ultramicroangiography. It's very, very clear to see the sagittal view. And also you can find the corpus callosum is normal or abnormal. This is the parietal artery, CSP, corpus callosum here. It's artery cerebral anterior. This the ultramicro, the vessels to show. So thanks for the absent the CSP. Cares must be taken to avoid the mistaken the columns of the phonics for the CSP. It's a different play and gives the play for the columns of the phonics. We can see three lines, three anchogenic lines here, three lines here, and the phonics also doesn't contain the fluid inside, but the CSP we can see is two anchogenic lines here, and inside we can see the fluid inside. So it's different. So to take care to avoid the mistaken. It's also the test for the CSP. The absent septum here, we can see the picture. It's a cystic structure in the midline. It's a communicating frontal house. The phonics can be differentiated from the CSP by central third lines. It's phonics here, so we should take care. What's this? This picture. The cam volume interpositing here. And this one is oral. We can see the cyst, but it's the cavum border here. Also also you can call the sixth ventricular. What's this? The cyst, pseudocyst here. Here. The cyst structure in the midline is due to the deficiency in the roof of the third ventricle and the result and genesis of the corpus callosum. This one. So we should take care for the destruction of white matter. This picture is also, you can see the cyst, but it's different. It's both the corridor plexus, both sides of the cyst. These iPage pictures. And also, we need to observe different anchors. There's a coronal plane and parasagittal plane for the brain. The anchogenic license here, and the later ventricles enlarged here, like star, enlarged the subnoid space, and mild ventricular magli here. So this case is intracranial hemorrhage. This case is also intracranial hemorrhage. It's the unilateral intraventricular hemorrhage. It's 22 weeks gestation. This is three-dimensional picture. This is for MRI, and this is three-dimensional neural sonography. Just unilateral intraventricular hemorrhage. The ventricular magli here. And we also use one Kate smart plate management to the ventricular, the widest here. Later ventricular, the widest. And the CSP can show everything. This is for the cytomegalovirus infection. Although only 10 to 15% of infected the features can show the symptom at birth, multiple organs can involved. Approximately 5% of the fetal ventricular magli cases can be attributed to the fetal infection. This picture we can see. This is transvaginal ultrasound images. This coronal and the coronal, the wheel, perisagit. It all shows the periventricular hypoalcoholicity, and the baby is 21 weeks gestation, and is the cytomegalovirus infection. The size here, usually intracranial calcification we can find, and bilateral periventricular cyst echo, enlargement of the liver and the spleen. Like this. This case is 28 weeks. We can see the periventricular anchiogenicity and the cyst change. Cyst here, change. Let's see the video. A cyst here is genuine. Magic, that magic here. So. Periventricular anchiogenicity and the cyst. Here you can see it's a CMV. This is also for the fetal cytomegalovirus infection. A cyst here, and the liver and the spleen enlargement of the liver and the spleen, and calcification, many calcification, intracranial calcification, and the liver and the spleen calcification. We also observe the CSP, the camera sector porosity, the shape. We need to see the shape. This shape, because the different shape is in direct size of partial genesis of the corpus callosity. This one here. Normally it's a square or triangle, but this one is wider. The length is smaller and the width is bigger. The measurement like here. This one is 23 weeks for the corpus callosum. It's a normal or abnormal? It's a normal. It's genuine. It's a coronal and sagittal view of normal for the corpus callosum. In the first trimester for the fetus, the early corpus callosum usually develops by directionally. Usually the posterior elongations is more significant than the anterior one. So it's special, very special, the corpus callosum. We can see the different configuration for the column artery. For the this is 15 weeks gestation. We can see the color here, and here is the blue one. We can see the corpus callosum here. This artery is here, 15, 16 weeks. So the early patterns for the corpus callosum development. For the ACC, genesis of corpus callosum, we can several abnormalities may affect the corpus callosum, including complete or partial genesis, and dysgenesis, including abnormal the shape, hyperplasia, And for the sink, maybe it's decreased the thickness. The malformation can be occur isolated and can also associating with Crohn's syndrome, monogenic disorders, and maybe rarely secondary to infection. This cases is complete the ACC. We can't find the CSP, absence of the CSP here, and interrupted the needleless separation for the frontal lobe. The picture is a label highlighting the widens for the interhemisphere space here for the space, and lungs usually dilated relatively to the anterior hole for the posterior hole, because it's first widen in the posterior halls for the lateral ventricle. So for these structures, we can get the mark is a teardrop like a teardrop configuration. So it's a indirect sign for the complete ACC. It's also a genesis of corpus callosum. You can see the video. Absence of CSP, and the posterior half of both lateral ventricular expands. So a teardrop shape, and the body part of the lateral ventricle is large. The third ventricle expands also and moves upwards. This baby is 25 weeks. Also, you can see the teardrop side. It's complete ACC. Yeah, absent CSP, later ventricular enlargement, and also absent abnormal cause for the pericallosal artery. So we can see the cause, abnormal cause, is also confirmed by MRI. It's the teardrop, the indirect side. This is also complete ACC. The first picture absent CSP and the lateral ventricular enlargement, teardrop side. The corpus callosum was not visual. This one is for the partial ACC and genesis of the corpus callosum. You can different shape, and you can see the artery, the course. Usually, this short, we can see this short corpus callosum. The posterior segment for the corpus callosum are usually missing. So just short one. It's a partial ACC. The eye page is very clear to show it's a short corpus callosum here. Very short and missing the posterior segment. This 24 weeks is also partial ACC. It's a severe lateral ventricular enlargement and the interhemispheric cyst here, and the only portion of the corpus callosum was visualized, short one, and the cyst, interhemispheric cyst. This baby is 3-4 weeks. This is our hospital. We have MRI outcomes in 43 cases for the absent cavern septic porosity. If we do ultrasound found the absent for the CSP, what we should do? We should do the MRI, including 15 cases. We can say most is a complete ACC and some partial ACC, and including the displacer of corpus callosum, and isolated angiogenesis of septal porosity and hollow porosity hydrocephalus, and 2 cases is false positive. And for the narrow CSP, is 21 cases. Most is normal corpus callosum, and 2 cases is confirmed is partial ACC. For the CSP, widened CSP, we have 5 cases by the MRI confirmed is widened but normal, and all associated assist of normal shape. So it's also the good progress. And for the CSP, if it's an abnormal shape, including 2 cases, the MRI also shows the abnormal shape of the CSP. So ultrasound for the CSP, the findings compare with MRI, the outcomes in our hospital. So work up the ACC. If suspect, we can say the midline cyst, absent canworm, septal porosity, and ventriculomegaly. We should to do diagnosis and to see the specialist. We can to make sure the corpus callosum is C, not C, or can say the need surgical wheel after the 20 weeks, and also we need to do the amniocentesis to say whether it's normal or abnormal for the karyotype, because the abnormal in 4 to 7% for the apparently isolated ACC. Also, we need to do MRI, because 8 to 12% of the fetuses have additional findings on MRI. Most is migration disorders in the 3rd trimester. This workup for the ACC. We need to observe the 3 the intracranial anatomy should perform the 3 sections. We can use 3D smart play and just use one button to get simultaneous to get the 4 section pictures. It's very easy and can measurement the CSP and lateral ventricle. Summary. For the abnormal CSP, we need detailed neurology ultrasound